And so what's going to help me get through this is actually some comments from videos. Yeah. So make sure you guys thumbs up this video, subscribe if you have not already, cut your notifications on, and leave us a comment. Hold on, y'all. I have to go into my Rolodex of comments. In fact, I'm going to go into one of the comments that just came through my video. Okay, let's do all the comments, okay? First and foremost, I'm a woman of a particular age, okay? But one thing I do on all of my videos is I read every comment, okay? We keep it respectful on this platform on my channel. If you guys are a supporter of Miss SoSo Chanel, awesome. I am too, because me even doing this work right here and these videos and these chronicles actually help her out. I'm a businesswoman, so I already know that. Okay. But if you guys have an issue with anything that I'm saying, that's cool. Just don't comment, because then, it's just not going to be a good look. It's going to force me to have to delete your comments and stuff like that. I'm not, I work for the algorithms. Algorithms don't like that. Okay. And I know that. So don't even waste your time or waste my time. And I will bounce back with you, kind of, sort of, in a nice way. Okay. So somebody, said on my last video, she had went live yesterday, guys, and, she got some braids and they were cute, and her nails are fierce. Honey, I am a woman who loves beauty, outward beauty, because I'm a hairstylist, senior cosmetologist from way back, and I notice everything. So I give props where props are due. The nails are cute. I like the style of the nails. I mean the color and the design, but I don't like the pointy stuff. I don't like those they're like witchy nails. I don't like that. Um, and I love the braids, but the braids, I just feel like it's a little too heavy because she got like short hair, and the hairstylist in me is screaming, like, please don't take your edges out. Braids will do that. That's why I shave my side right here to remind me to focus on hair health. Okay, with that being said, somebody said, ma'am, you talking about Jesus, and I talk about Jesus every time I do any videos. They tried to do something. They tried to say something about me, on my Eve's Bayou, something that's from like 27 years ago. Tried to tell me that I couldn't talk about God when that whole movie need God, Jesus, and all of his disciples in it. All the horrible agendas that was pushed in that movie. Oh yeah, I had to say the truth. So if y'all want to know how that video was, y'all go and watch that on your own time. But she said, ma'am, you're talking about Jesus in the Bible and you running a gossip website. First of all, I don't run a gossip website. I have a gossip channel on YouTube, okay? And we started out as a beauty channel years, a long, like Bernie Mac say, a long time ago. This was actually a beauty and health channel. Check out my videos from way back, okay? I'm an old cat from way back. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. But these algorithms ain't nothing to play with, okay? And they've been playing with me because I was not able to give my time to YouTube because I was taking care of a loved one, okay? And I just wasn't a YouTuber. I was more of a Facebooker, you know what I mean? And shout out to that. But honey, what do you think the Bible is? Ain't nothing but a whole bunch of gossip up in that Bible. Oh my goodness, have you read Genesis? Oh my Lord, it is so much tea in there. Oh, see, y'all think that people develop that, the other people develop that. No, what they do is they take from God's stuff and then they twist it and try to make it their own. Honey, gossip is all up and through. How we know about Sarah? We didn't know nothing. We don't know Sarah. We didn't never meet Sarah, but we know she had a baby when she was old. What you call that? Tea. Ain't that true, Biggie? We don't know nothing about no David. We ain't never met David a day in our life. But we know about David because of that Bible. What is that called? Tea. Okay, so don't be letting nobody tell you that, oh, because you a Christian, oh, you can't talk. Oh, I can talk about whatever the heck I want because what I do is I remix it. Is anybody in here big? Oh my God. Because I'm like, the performance of me is just feel like I'm not being fed. I can't see no comments. Let me go ahead and read some more comments, but let me see. Let me check and see if y'all said anything. My husband in there, if any comments come up, he can actually go ahead and tell me. But oh, y'all can talk stuff about me. I don't care. I ain't got everything. You know, and I don't have to have everything to see people's fruits. Where in the Bible does it say that you got to have everything perfect with you before you can see somebody's fruits? That's not true. So the thing about it is, if God gives me a platform or what somebody called a ministry, and you guys can go ahead and search for those comments that they said under the eaves Bayou, it's GONE, because we don't allow those things to grow on my channel. Okay? All right. And then it had a nerve to say she's a Christian, but got mad because I called the voodoo and the hoodoo the devil. What? The audacity. Okay. So somebody else said under here, her name is Miss Nikki. Okay. She said, would love to know when she realized her business was going under. And these comments is under the last video that I just did called so many problems. I think it's called that. So many problems, guys. Okay. All right. So what she was really saying, guys, is we really kind of knew already as the watchers, as the viewers, as the fans of SoSo Chanel. And guys, if you want to know, who she is, y'all can search her on Facebook and TikTok. She all up and through. You can go on What's the Tea and all that. And we got SoSo Chanel on there. Now I'm gonna tell you, I started watching her back in 2019. 2018, 2019-ish, that's when I was deep into my caregiving and I would just need to escape. And that's when Facebook was really rocking with all of the tea, all of the different live contributors. And a lot of those live contributors, they're old and worn out and they don't go live anymore. And I think it's because of algorithms and just plain old, we just tired. I used to go live too, which I'm going to go back live doing something special, guys. So watch out for that. I'll be going live on TikTok and YouTube, Facebook more than likely, nah. you know, but who knows? But anyway, I was a caregiver and I needed to escape. So I went and I came across uh SoSo Chanel because of shares. Shares back in the day were like that. That's when all the makeup artists was going off. I mean, I was watching all the good makeup artists, the Bestie Gangs, the what's another girl I watch? The Breaks, I'm sorry, the Andreas, Scratch by Cat, oh my goodness, the Jadors. I mean, I was just watching all of them and getting inspired. And I'm not a makeup girl, but I just fell in likeness with makeup. So one day I watched this young lady, and I thought she was at the time, I thought she was a young woman, but she's like in her 40s, and then her husband, and I'm married, and I thought, oh, this is a good couple and things like that. I was like, oh, this is a business couple. Oh, she was rocking her clothes at the time. That's when I started watching her. She was selling clothes and she would go live for hours and she would, try to clothes on. And she just had a vibe about her. That's back when she had her mohawk and of course she had makeup. She did awesome makeup. And I was like, wow, I was just so impressed. And she would go live at night and she would have music on Facebook. This is back when you couldn't have music, but yet she still would try to rock it out and have music because they would not ban her. Certain pages, they would just ban automatically. If you put music on, you couldn't go live. Homegirl would get kicked off alive for music and come right back with the music on. Oh, she was a rebel. Okay. Um, so that's when I started watching her, and it's fine. I look forward to watching her every day. Where I fell out of likeness with her is when she started doing the dark stuff. So I wasn't really in there with the mom and everything when she losing her mother. When she started talking about losing her mother, when she started talking about all of the outside activities that she and her husband would do. I heard that she had this group. She had like a group where they would basically do a whole bunch of stuff in that group. I'm going to say it was basically not of God, if you will. And I'm glad that group was taken down, or she took it down, whatever happened. I'm glad it's not there because it was really spreading devilish stuff amongst her viewers, first and foremost. And of course, within her marriage, the confines of her marriage. Now, she said that she was married before to her children's father. He was like a, I guess he kind of looks like Eddie, I'm sorry, Carl Winslow off of the Family Matters. That's her first husband. But back when she was within her first husband, she looked different too. So at first I was like, wait, this woman that we see with the mohawk and the Louis Vuitton and the Fendi was with Carl Winslow? Like, okay. But no, I looked at old photos of her and she actually fit in with Carl Winslow. Like they both were, she was having babies and she was a little more heavier. She had her wigs on, like mama wigs, honey. Oh. The SoSo Chanel y'all see today, if you look back, like when she would show her little photos with her kids and stuff like that, honey, she looked like a totally different person. She didn't have all them tattoos, so she did this video and we have the video in the SoSo Chanel Chronicles. It's with because we have over 50 videos. So I think it's like the first or between the first 5 videos we have when she's actually explaining how she left her husband. Okay, we're gonna take a little small break. Baby, how am I doing? Is there anybody in there? How many? Are they saying anything? Well, why are you not telling me? Because I can't see the comments. I like to interact. Because if they feel like, oh, she ignoring me, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just going live through another situation. And I don't see your comment. Oh no, Facebook doesn't allow this program. The key, yeah, unless yeah. But if y'all in here, just say we here, we listening. If I get one person that say that, I'll continue. Cause honey, I'm not gonna sit here and just talk. But then again, I should. But anyway, so yeah, she had left her husband, but look, okay, this is the thing here. Okay, I was kind of confused. Okay, her husband now, his name is Latif. Okay, or Teef or Latadra. I don't know his name. I don't know if it's Latif, Latavia. We don't know what his name is. All we know is that's her husband, and they grew up together. Okay, they grew up together, which is the worst thing. That's what they do down south. Okay, my grandparents did that. Okay, let me let you know about this. So my grandparents, they used to date in college. Well, honey, my grandmother was a good woman who wouldn't give it up. So granddaddy said, let me go ahead and marry somebody else. And she married somebody else too. And they both had children outside of each other. But then when their spouses said bye and went to God, okay, they came back together. See what they do down south? That's why me and my husband, when he had friends, I said all of them cut off. Don't you? No, 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 no. You're not gonna talk to nobody. It's me. I don't play that. Ain't that right, Vicky? Oh no, we don't play that. Oh, that's a childhood friend. Oh no, 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 no. But anyway, so they were childhood friends, and so in my opinion, because I had the background of Southerners, okay, my grandparents were Southerners. They never lost contact, and my grandparents never lost contact either. So with my grandmother, my bonus grandmother, and then my granddaddy, I mean my blood granddaddy, think they were always friends. But that was before internet, that was before everything. So that's why one day with my real live grandmother, well, real live, but my grandma, my bloodstream grandmother, which I didn't know, she passed when I was 5, but I heard stories. One day, my grandfather said to her, oh, this steak is very tough. And she chased him around with something sharp, and she was mad. You know why grandma was mad? Because she knew granddaddy wasn't living right. Okay, but back then they didn't say jack because granddaddy was what? Taking care of the bills, taking care of the family. Grandma didn't have to work, but she worked. So it was a different time back then, if you will. So anyway, and I think the husband that she was with, she said that he was like, okay, fine, you're not happy, but let's just keep our marriage together for the sake of the children. And for some reason, she just didn't want to do that. So um, she literally went from a penthouse to a matchbox, if you will. She went from a husband that was giving her 3 kids, a whole house, I said whole. WHOLE. A whole house, okay? She was given a whole house. She was given the car. She was given this. She was given that. And then she went to a guy who she said herself literally had a hefty bag. Now, and that's Latif. She said that about her own husband. This everything I'm saying, homegirl said herself. We just repeating it. I might be remixing it, making it a little more palatable or funny. But that's what she said. She said basically that she left her husband for a man who was in Maryland. He moved to Maryland, I guess, with his wife, and they had children, and they were cheating together. They would come up here, or not up here, but they would come, to Mobile and all that, and they would do whatever. And she was showing out, and she was doing this, and she basically closed herself physically to her husband and opened herself fully to this man that had nothing but some whatever. Okay? That's basically what she did. That's where I lost her, y'all. That's why I said, hold up, wait a minute, let me put some Christian in it, some Christ and things like that. Because first and foremost, why are you spreading it amongst thousands of people? I feel so sorry for her followers because it seems like they don't have minds. Even though I don't think they're followers, I think they're trolls. I really do think a lot of her supporters are trolls and they're wanting her to jump off the jump off the moral plane, if you will. She's doing all this stuff now where she's doing yoga, which is completely devilish, guys. Yoga is not of God. I mean, you can stretch your bodies and do some breaths, but when you putting these dashamana, and all that different stuff to it, honey, that's not godly. I don't give a darn what she say. But she ain't godly. She all over the place. She said her own son was an atheist. Well, honey, he an atheist only because you want. Our children learn from us, okay? They come out of us, okay? You make them, you raise them, you do things around them, and that's what raises them. Okay. Anybody saying something? Huh? What? What? Are they still listening? You gotta get people to comment, baby, because what do y'all think about what I just said? Okay. So that's where I lost kind of, we'll say respect, but that's why I lost kind of interest. Because the thing about it is this: when you watch her videos, I'm talking about her videos from last year, she's kind of cleaned it up, and I know why she's cleaned it up, which I'm glad because that was the point of the SoSo Chanel Chronicles. She's a person who would never listen to anybody. She knows everything, and she's so deep within that type of lifestyle that she wouldn't even listen. So this is the only way that we could do it. And this is my little gift to her. I don't know her, but I really do want to see her delivered. I want her to get delivered. I don't like to see people in pain. I don't like to see people's spirits at war with demons. I don't like to see it. And I guess it's because that's the gift that God has given me. And I said to my husband one day, I said, you know what? There's something that needs to be done. And I swear I didn't think that it would actually, it's pointless of doing it. Because if you're gonna do something, of course you want the end result to be good. But God sent me down this path to do this. And we opened up the SoSo Chanel Chronicles. I don't know the exact date when our first video went up. But it's been a year, and I'm proud of it because it's my ministry. I use these things as a ministry, especially I do two people. Brianna kind of fell off from her because it looks like she's kind of getting herself together, or that storyline has kind of like completed. And I thought with the SoSo Chanel Chronicles that it would be complete, but it looks like she's still out there, guys, and she's trying to be a real estate agent and things like that. So let's hope that she passed that test, guys, because right now she has a temp license. It's not fully there, and if you don't see her talking about it, more than likely she's giving it up. So we hope that she actually gets her test, pass the test, because she didn't pass it. I'm gonna tell you why. Because she is on different chemicals. Okay, you're drinking, you have so many demons and things like that. You're not able to concentrate on that test. My husband was a real estate agent, and he passed on the first time, but only because he doesn't drink or he doesn't do any kind of extracurricular activities, if you know what I mean. Okay, you can't be saying you want God and you want to be saved and you want answers, but the darn connection is being frayed because of the chemicals that you're putting into your system. Okay, we teetotalers over here. We don't do any illegal substances and things like that. And she said herself that she used to, and it's obvious that they have. A few months ago, they were very thin, very skinny, and they tried to play it off and saying they were being vegan when they were really being tregan, if you will. Anyway, what was they saying? Honey, she's not above anybody. Okay. The pain that's within her. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's an act going on. Okay. Now, my husband and I, we get into really cute little debates about this because he knows it's my baby. He knows that's something that's my calling, it's my ministry. You know how many people have been delivered because of these videos? They was actually able to express themselves. The comments alone on these videos are going to help me do these live videos, okay? Because at first I was like, how I'm going to do this, God? He said, just go into old videos and start reading the comments, because that's how God talks to you, honey. You keep wanting to answer from a book. You keep wanting to answer from social media when the answer is in God. And when he is connected to you, you get answers just like that. You get answers just like that. Just like he said, girlfriend, go back to your comments and promote your SoSo Chanel Chronicles. In fact, we were talking about the cheating part, right? We got one that's called Cheaters. Oh yeah, y'all go ahead and rock out and give your girl some props for these new thumbnails. Uh-huh. Yeah, your girl been trying to get better. Uh-huh. In Jesus' name. Yes. All thanks to God. All thanks to God. All of our talents come from him. Don't forget that, okay? All talents comes from him. Okay, although I think it's wrong to cheat, I mean, maybe was a blessing for her now, ex-husband and her. Yeah, a lot of people feel like, yeah, it's wrong to cheat. But to be honest, we're gonna give Carl Winslow a nice little hello, and he really does look like Carl Winslow, guys. He's a cop and everything. I said, wow, that's a real character, okay? And he probably good like Carl Winslow too, okay? Anyway, let's give him a hand clap because he may feel like hurt or whatever, or he may feel like, oh, I wanted to save, my marriage, but honey, once you cheat, the marriage is done. Now, the thing about it is, guys, you cannot build a whole nother marriage with the man that you broke off your first marriage with and then think that you guys are going to have happiness. No, you not. Don't give a darn how many, honey, I'm going to tell you how many demons they were dealing with last year. Do you know how many cars they bought? Okay, so there was this video that I did. It's on it's on our TikTok. Thank you, babe. Honey, you know I'm on a gossip train now. Um, what? Who he think I'm 15 years old? You good enough to get me to be talking like this and you want more. I feel like I got dog. I feel like I got dog, babe. What happened to my stuff? You sure? Can y'all see? Can they see me? Ask them, can they see me, babe? I said ask them. I don't care what you say. I asked them. Yeah. So anyway, we had this video and we would screen record. They were live. This is back when they would go live. This is when they would go live all the time. So this is back when they got the Jeep Cherokee. Okay, the Jeep. No, no, was it a Jeep Cherokee? It was a Jeep. I'm sorry, it wasn't a Jeep Cherokee. It's a Jeep something else. But it was a big red Jeep or whatever. They still got it. But anyway, she and Teeth, they got in the car, right? First and foremost, honey, she said, honey, I had to pay extra money to get the doors removed because she wanted to really show out, right? Got so many tickets because she had her darn dogs up in there with no darn doors. And I'm sure she got pulled over quite a few times because them doors are right back on there and wasted all that money. They seen her coming, honey. She got a huge spending problem, but that's another video. Anyway, Keith then said something. He was like, where you send these videos, babe? I'm sorry. Okay. Teeth had put his phone up on the darn dashboard. She pushed on that darn pedal, and the phone went blah 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 out the window. I mean, out the door. Okay, and he was like, he was trying to be real, like, he was like, my phone dropped. She said, what? She said, what was that? He said, my phone. She said, your phone? He said, it might have been. And he said it just like that. I got that video, y'all. Y'all gotta watch it. He said, it might have been just like that. Oh, they tried to be so big time that day. Everybody when the comments was like, yeah, we heard that phone. We heard. Anyway, they stopped the video, came back, and it was like, where the phone at, y'all? She said, yeah, honey, that phone probably flew out, got crushed by cars behind them and all that. And that was like and I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. It's just, you sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying, because I just feel like a lot of this is they like to show off for the camera. It's Teeth, because Teeth ain't got no job. He's like Tommy. He ain't got no job. And I'm not putting him down, but he ain't got no job. He is a photographer, and I'm so happy that he has that hobby. But he ain't got no job, y'all, and she don't either. She don't know what the heck she doing. One day she want to be a yoga teacher. Next day she wants to be a real estate agent. Another day she wants to be a model for her clothes, and another day she just wants to talk about all the nasty stuff that happened to her and do that. Honey, get your videos. Make some more money off your stuff because you got some great stories, okay? But yeah, they were buying all these cars. They bought two Corvettes, a Cherokee. They bought a house. She had, and then and this was all with the darn PPPs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That was coming out in 2020. We all know that. Oh yeah, she paid this in cash and this, that, and the other. Nobody, you ain't paid. I mean, you used that darn, thing that everybody was getting and all that, whatever, whatever. But she paid it off. It's all good. But she was showing off for the camera, and I'm like, honey, you see my scuff marks on my wall. You see my old school shade. You see my little puppy dog I got up there in the picture. Honey, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to do all that to kick it. So that's a demon that she's going through in her own head because people will watch you while you outside struggling, and they will watch you in a big mansion too. But I'm going to tell you, if you got that mansion to show off for people, that's silly because guess what? None of them people are going to. Last night I posted a TikTok, fun fact TikTok, where I'm just telling you something about me and my husband or me in general. And a lot of people were interested in it and had a question. So the TikTok was about how my husband and I have been married for over 20 years, but only 11 of those years have been to each other. What? Hello, everyone. Oh, I already did the commentary on that. Commentary. And today we're going to actually go over this video. Tell me your thoughts. This is good. Look, she said we've been married for 20 years, but only 11 of them have been together. Honey, that's what? Kind of like, they knew each other as children. Not too many years. And T was married to a whole other person. Oh yeah, I can see how I get on your nerves because I want to see the whole video, and then my commentary is in the middle. This is so meta, and then we've been together ever since. Teeth was already here from Mobile because he had gotten into this big knockdown, drag out fight with his wife, but I was still happily married as everybody thought. She said, I was still happily married as everybody thought. Honey, you let that thing, if you will. Do not ruin a good marriage for some whatever. And T will tell you he ain't whatever. Cause she said it. She said, oh, you were my side dude. He said, excuse me? Yeah, she called her own husband her side dude on camera. And this is during the time they would have a whole bunch of marriage issues. Are they saying anything, babe? I can talk about SoSo Chanel Chronicles for several live videos. Anything? Okay, babe. Look like they're not saying nothing. Just say they're not saying nothing. Anybody in there? How many? He wanted to be together. Oh. I don't like the number 6. And his mama told my mama. It's really 5. My mama threatened to tell my husband if I did 10. That's exactly what she did. And I guess you can tell the story. Wait, can they even hear this? Hold on. No, no. Can they hear the video? So they can hear the video. Been living in Maryland, and he had been married for about 10 years. I have been living in Mobile all my life, born and raised. When he got into the problems he had in his marriage, he came back to Mobile, where he was also born and raised. He left his first marriage with nothing except a suitcase of whatever clothes he had that could fit. Okay, so did y'all hear? Did y'all hear what she said? She's who, me or the video? She said that. Okay, let me rewind that because I don't say nothing that homegirl don't say. Because don't be thinking like, oh, you shading her. Somebody was like, oh, why are you saying bad? I don't say bad stuff about this lady. Born and raised. He left his first marriage with nothing except a suitcase of whatever clothes he had and could fit in it. Now I'm not. Honey, she said he left his house with some darn hefty bag that she left this part out. The wife threw his clothes out on the lawn, by the way. So he had to gather all his things off the lawn. So them darn clothes were dirty and full of darn bugs and freaking transported that to Mobile. Okay. She also talked about how her daddy had to get them a darn apartment because Teeth ain't had jack. Okay, he didn't have jack. He didn't have nothing. So she went from a penthouse, like I said, to the pole house because she was getting something that she wanted, which was all physical. And honey, that physical fades, honey. You don't leave that. So that means that she was empty and she was if you hear all the, I mean, she said what she how she met her husband. She was in a bad relationship. And she was a toter, if you will. I will use words to cover other words that are not able to be said on this platform. So if you don't know what a toter is, oh well, but she was a toter, okay? And he came to her house. Carl Winslow came to her house and saved her. And he had a hero complex, which a lot of men do. A lot of men have a lot of hero complex. Teeth is going through that right now, okay? He's going through a hero complex. And so he tried to save her, and he didn't know exactly what was truly in her. And she said that she cheated on him from the beginning. She cheated on him while she was at work. She cheated on him with her childhood cousin. I mean, child, I did not even mean to say that. You inside, but I do state what I. He knew me. He realized who I was, and we started dancing. We started chatting, and I just went off in the club somewhere. He spent the whole rest of the night stalking me. Well, he gonna call it keeping an eye on me. But to this day, he can name out almost the outfit that everybody that talked to me that night had on. Now she's telling this like it's a love story. Miles bit. Y'all gotta go and check this out, y'all. Y'all gotta go and check that video out. Okay, that's in the SoSo Chanel Chronicles, and the thumbnail looks like that. It says cheaters on there. Yes, cheaters. And then I get a sense of like the Scarlet Letter, and I'm not trying to have a letter. I mean, she put a Scarlet Letter on herself, guys. By the way, y'all, if you've never heard of that book, y'all look it up. But she basically, the Scarlet Letter was a okay, and is an adulterer. And so she basically labeled herself as an adulterer, as a cheater, as a woman who was not faithful to her husband. And so that's something that she's placed on herself. But one thing about God, if you get into God, God can wipe all of that clean. Okay. Now, yes, adultery is not just two married or a married person going outside their marriage. Adultery is also fornication. It says it in Matthew's, guys. I'm not there yet, but I do remember my husband and I 20 years ago we were reading the Bible. We would read the Bible every Sunday, and that is something that we learned. And so when we learned that, we automatically went into prayer and we asked God for forgiveness. That's what you really have to do. Because a lot of us, we walk around and we do little common things that we just don't know that it's not pleasing to God. Okay. And that's what we all try to do as Christians, as supporters of or basically believers in Christ. We not supporters of Christ. He's supporters of us. Let's just get that right. But we just say, "Oh Lord, forgive us, forgive me." And I don't see that in her. I don't see that she feels like she needs forgiveness for everything she's doing. And with teeth, God can clean up anybody. He can clean up that marriage. I always thought that marriage was really ruined from the beginning because they were two adulterers through marriage. Both were married and they went on and they married each other. And so they both know that they're cheaters. They both know that they're adulterers. They both know that. There's some other things going on in that marriage. I mean, honey, you can read Genesis and literally everything in Genesis is in that marriage. We're gonna just call that marriage Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, it is what it is. We're gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. I don't just do voiceovers. I put my face out here too. It is what it is because I'm telling the truth. God got me. But that's what it is. They Sodom and Gomorrah. What do you think? And neither one of them a lot. Sorry, meaning ain't nobody in there a victim. Okay, are they saying anything back? Because I don't want to ignore anybody. Ignore anybody. Oh, you did. Let's see. Um. Uh. Wait. Let's see. Well, if ain't nobody saying nothing, if y'all not feeding me, I can't feed y'all. You get what I'm saying? I need more likes on the video. I don't know if I got any likes. Any likes? Okay. Because if there's no likes on the videos, I need likes. I need comments. Well, we need some likes on the video, guys. And the way you do likes is you go outside of the little stream and just hit the like button because I don't even think they had the like button within the stream anymore. They make us beg for everything. And when I say beg, beg. If I don't get any likes, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna discontinue this. But it's been real because I'm not on here just to be on here. I have a oh baby, I gotta stop and go. I can't I'm not a robot. And I watch live just like y'all watch live. Don't nobody do nothing complete. No, this is a live video. If you want to watch, then you come back and watch the replay. And I don't mean no harm. I don't mean to get smart or anything. And if it's taken as being smart, I'm really not in a position to to get smart with anybody who watches my videos at any time of my life. But I am a frank person. I mean, I'm straightforward, and I'm a human. I got to drink water. I'm doing this through a platform that I can't even see anything. I have to figure out how to be able to see commenters and I have to have a job to do, which is get likes to my videos and stuff like that. So I'm not a Hoover. I'm not going to sit here and just. I'm not. I can't sit here and just belt out words for 2 hours straight. That's just not what we do. I'm a human being just like you. Okay, I don't mean no harm. Did anybody like the video? I need at least one like for me to continue. No likes, as I'm not continuing until I get likes. Because I think I gave a yeah. Well, okay. It helps with the algorithms. It helps the video get circulated. Okay, okay, okay. All right. What was I talking about? I'm sorry. Like what? Uh, oh, her name is Try Jesus, so she's there. Okay. So, what was I saying? I gotta get. What was I saying? Where were we? It's so much I could say that I won't be saying during this video because I have a lot of videos to talk about. This is the point of SoSo Chanel Chronicles where I can go back and just talk about the videos that's already made. I mean, that's how God is. He'll give you plenty, much more than you even could handle. Okay, and that's what happened. Um, But yeah, I think what I was saying that, I feel like anything can be clean. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. But we are perfect in God's eyes. Let's just keep it real. My husband and I, we were talking about this before, talking about we're not perfect, but we perfect in God's eyes. Just because we want to sit here and not follow his rules does not mean that we're not built to be perfect. We are built to follow the rules that he placed on here, okay, on this earth. And they're real simple. It's called the Ten Commandments. You can go and read them in Exodus. It's very, very simple and very to the point. And one of them is do not commit adultery. Another one of them is to honor your parents. Another one of them is don't covet on someone else's property or wife. I mean, and some other rules that you're not supposed to sleep with family members and some other rules. I mean, it's real simple, guys, yet real thick, if you will. Okay. And so with that being said, that no, we're not perfect, but we are perfect in his eyes, and he expects a certain quality from us. So with that marriage being built on adultery, they still committing adultery within adultery. It's like seeing two people who have STDs and they're like, okay, we got them already. We can just go ahead and reinfect each other. Eventually, they're going to build a tolerance. They're going to make themselves sick. It's not good, if you will. Okay. And so what they're doing is they do a lot of stuff that she said herself, that they have an open relationship sometimes. And it's like, my Lord, it's just sometimes I got to the point that I couldn't even listen to it anymore, because if you listen to anything, you'll start to either one, want to do it, or it'll start affecting you. How many marriages have been ruined because of the things that she was promoting for years? How many marriages have been ruined? And don't think that no marriages have been ruined. Don't think that somebody who watches her said, babe, can we go over to this playground over here and can we try something new? If you don't know what I mean by playground, oh well, this is a family friendly show. Think about it, okay? How many people said, you know what, let's do this little whatever here? Because SoSo Chanel does it. We are children forever. We are always in a situation where we want to learn. We are always in a situation where we want to imitate. That's why in the word it says this. It says to be careful of the words that you hear, or be careful of the things that you look at, right? Be careful of the spirits you hang around, because they're going to jump on you. And they can jump on you through these cell phones. They can jump on you through these cell phones, because it's going straight into your mental cortex. Everything you're seeing and hearing from me, I mean, if you're out there adultering right now, after I said adultery is not right, you're going to feel some type of way. You're going to feel condemned right now. You're going to feel convicted. Everything I'm saying right now, if it hits you, it's because you're doing it. If you agree, it's because you heard it and you agree. Everything I'm saying to you, you're going to go home and you're going to be a different person because you sat here and you listened to it. And so that's what it is when you listen to her. She used to go live for 3 and 4 hours, doing the Bob Marley, drinking, toting, them doing all that stuff. How many people did she, convince that this life works, when really she was spreading misery? I gotta take another break. Whoever said that, oh, you keep stopping and starting. I'm human, miss. Are they saying anything? Hmm. We are a what? Oh. Okay, so let me go ahead and go to another video and read some comments, okay? Guys, make sure you go and you check out the last the so many problems. Check that out. Let's go to I'm actually bringing her to the light because a lot of people, they don't know her on this platform. She's very popular on other platforms, but she's not popular over here. You know what I mean? Right? Okay, so let's see if I got any comments in here. Okay, so we got another video. It's called SoSo Traumatized, right? Yep, SoSo Traumatized. Down the pipe, he says, the moment you on the first copy, sure that's always copy and this. Okay, so let's talk about likes on the video. And how many people watching? Okay, so two people watching. Okay, so this one is called "So Traumatized," and you can guys can kind of like watch that on your own. But what she said was, she said her mom called her a B and then called her a H or something like that. We don't know who her mother was. I feel like a lot of these things she is perpetuating to get, views or whatever. I'm not saying that it never happened because I wasn't there, and there are some mothers out there that are very they mistreat their children. I mean, she kind of is raw with her children, if you will. She said that she took something and did something to her son's TV, and her daughter ran away. I mean, it was a whole bunch of stuff that says that, yeah, she is not properly talking to her children or whatever. But anyway, feel like it's unfortunate that she's talking about her mother in such a way, but yet she still says she mourns and she grieves it. It's like confusion. You know what I mean? And that's what this whole SoSo Chanel Chronicles is about. It's about confusion. It's about Sodom and Gomorrah. It's about all the devilish things that you can ever think of that she promotes every day. Yoga and all of that. Like constantly just pushing all of these agendas and all of these themes that are just negative. And then put a little cherry on top and say, I'm rich. I got Fendi. I got Prada. I got this. No, she don't say Prada. But she does say she has Louis, and every time, Keith takes a picture, he has a Louis Vuitton shirt on, which all of that could be fake. We don't know if that's real stuff, y'all. Keeps it real on this show. Okay? We keeps it real on this show. We don't know if that stuff is real or not. In fact, more than likely it's not. Who's gonna walk around everywhere with a Louis Vuitton shirt on? Okay, you know what my grandmother taught me? Look at their feet. And if you look down at their feet, especially T's feet, T, y'all got all that money. Please go and get you a pedicure, man. You deserve it. Eat some more calcium too, because it looks like the legs are kind of twisted. It might be malnutrition. I'm a freaking holistic counselor too. I can see it. Feed your husband. Feed your son. I seen a picture of her son, which was a thick guy like Carl Winslow. He's thin like teeth. I said, my Lord, if the melanin wasn't there, I would have thought it was teeth. What is going on? Y'all need to sit down and have some carbs. That will help you think better. Drink water. Eat better. Get the Bible. Get saved. Real saved. Stop stepping outside on your marriage. Stop bringing in other spirits in your marriage. You got enough within yourself. They both legion. Look them up in the Bible who legion was. Okay? Marriage is only fit for two people in God. That's it. You can't be putting everybody, social media, and 20 other people in your marriage and call it a marriage. At that point, it's a party gone wrong. Okay. How was that, y'all? Hey, this was fun. I'm gonna come back. I am so passionate about this. I didn't even know how passionate I was about the SoSo Chanel Chronicles, and we have so many. I don't know if we're going to continue as far as making new content because our content is getting a little redundant. It's getting a little repetitive. I mean, it's a little here, a little there. It's become dark and things like that. I mean, how many times can you talk about your mom? How many times can you talk about your marriage is failing? How many times can you talk about your children are running away? I mean, I'm not a broken record, so I can't keep posting the same videos. So I may start to make some other videos or make these live videos to talk about the mini videos we already made. And we'll see how you guys support it. This platform right here is for the truth. It's not for support. It's not supporting the antics of this young lady. We don't support her antics. What we do is we put a microscope on it or a microphone or whatever you want to call it. We shine the light on it and we say, look, this is not right. We do things that maybe her mom or your mom couldn't do for you or your dad couldn't do. I'm an adult now, so I can see. I'm outside looking in. Sometimes when you're on the outside looking in, you can see more things versus the person who's inside of the bubble. And she's definitely inside of the bubble. She's inside of her own world. She thinks it's all about her. She doesn't consider anyone else. She doesn't consider her husband. She doesn't consider her children. She doesn't consider her dogs. She doesn't even consider herself. I think she really, really does not like herself. And if you don't like and love yourself, it's no way that you can like others. Like I was on her live yesterday, and she was outside, and something was rumbling in her bushes. Right? I don't know if that was the show. I don't know if that was fake. I don't know what it was. But the point is, her husband. She said, "T, go downstairs and see what that is." And I'm thinking, honey, why are you gonna send your husband out there? That could be anything. It could be a bobcat. It could be a darn Komodo dragon out there. Why are you gonna tell him to go out there and see what it is? And better question, why did he just go out there and do it? Without, I'm like, come on, you on your porch, you could just go in your house if you feel so in danger. So I'm like, I don't know if this was an act because she talking about he a hero. Anyway, she said, go downstairs and get my book. She said, can you go get my book and get my cup or whatever? I said, man, she didn't say please to him. He went down there and got it for her, gave it to her. She didn't even say thank you. Oh no, honey. That's a marriage that's just they just there for business because oh no, I wish I would ask my husband to go downstairs and get something and not say please and thank you. That's not what we do in this house. Oh, you want to say please to me and thank you. And so to anybody who's listening to this, say please and thank you to your spouse. Make them feel like, yeah, I appreciate you. I have gratitude for you. But he took his darn keister right back in the house and left her out there with the Komodo dragon. I said, oh yeah, he really don't care. I was thinking about when Kevin Hart was talking about his wife being